Everything.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining. It's currently Saturday, April 5, 2025, and I'm going to stream Terminator Resistance. Hi, Matino's Burritos. Hi, Danskart. Before I get started, I wanted to draw attention to something that Matino's Burritos pointed out on my Discord, and that's that MapLabs, the wrap-up, just came out. So I'm planning on doing a MapLabs review stream of the wrap-up on Thursday. That'll probably be a part 1 of 2. But I'm really excited to review another MapLabs, and then it looks like we can submit our own judgments this time. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm doing something a little different today because this is the first time I've streamed something that isn't a mod or something Half-Life related. My channel has been pretty much dedicated to Half-Life 2 mods, sometimes Half-Life 1 mods, but I wanted to branch out and try something a little different. Terminator Resistance is a game that my friend Max Brando, who used to be the community manager for Entropy 02, he recommended that game a lot. One of his favorites. So wanted to play it because it looked really good. It looks like a story-driven first-person shooter, so I was excited to try that. Martinez Burrito says, "How are you doing today, 1UpD?" I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well as well. I am dressed up as Walter from The Big Lebowski. Don't ask why. Danskart says, "No, you're not." Do you mean, oh, first of all, hi Danskart, welcome, thanks for joining. Do you mean I'm not streaming a game that isn't Half-Life? You might be calling my bluff a little bit. The soundtrack right now is the Progenitors OST from Blixabon. Yeah, I'm just gonna start up the game. Oh, the one other thing that I wanted to mention is that I won't have as much time to stream today as usual, so I'm gonna have to cap it off at 2 hours exactly. Hi Nathan. Hi Max. I'm glad you could watch. I'm really excited to play this game. I know you recommended it like years ago. I'm glad you're doing good, Matino's Burritos. So I already set my options before I started. I'm capping the frame rate at 60 because the stream is only going to be 60 FPS anyways. The only thing I might need to adjust is the volume. I'm going to bring this down just so I can hear my own thoughts a little bit better. I love the classic Terminator theme. I should mention, I'm a little bit behind on the Terminator lore. It's been a while since I watched all the Terminator films, so I don't quite remember all the details, and there's probably going to be a lot of really cool references that go like right over my head because I'm not in like the fandom. And that makes me a little sad. I feel like I should have rewatched Terminator and Terminator 2 before I picked up the game. Because I really like those two movies. The rest of the series is kind of... I thought it was kind of an enjoyable train wreck to watch. I liked Terminator Salvation a lot, and the rest of them were all kind of the same movie. I don't really remember the difference. Max says Resistance is based off the OG films and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it's supposed to be only Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 are canon to the game, right? I'm also really excited to see the story continue in the future. So there's, I assume, not going to be any time travel in this one, but this is rather showing the actual war against the Terminators in the future. I'm assuming. I haven't played yet, but... Okay. Well, I've only got about 2 hours, so I'm gonna get started. I know Annihilation Line, excuse me, Annihilation Line is the DLC, and Max, you were telling me about Infiltrator mode. Hopefully I can stream all of this content. Obviously I'm starting with the main campaign. And because it's a stream, I have to go on normal. I keep wanting to play games on hard, and then I realize that when I'm streaming, hard mode is just a really bad idea because there's people watching. So we're gonna go with normal. Max, have you seen the movie The Big Lebowski? Oh.
On August 29th, 1997, Skynet, a computer system built to protect us, became self-aware. It viewed humanity as a threat to its existence and decided to act. Judgment Day, as we eventually called it, marked the beginning of the war against the machines. Skynet attacks happened almost daily, but the attack that happened on that day was like nothing we'd seen before.
That skull looked very stylized. Almost like it wasn't a real human skull. I don't know if that was just me.
Come on. Where are the others? Where's the rest of the resistance? I don't know.
Tesla bot lore. Exactly.
No! No, no!
Oh, he did the thing. He threw me instead of killing me. I'm glad this is an action movie. Like, he could have just, like, snapped my neck or something. Instead, he decided to throw me. You're locked out of your Discord account. That's not good. But thanks for joining, Ade. We're playing Terminator Resistance. Max, I was asking about The Big Lebowski because I'm going to watch it with some friends soon, so I'm dressed as Walter. I got a vest just for that, just for the bit. Press spacebar to jump. I mean, I probably would have guessed that. One thing I really appreciate about this game right off the bat is that I rebound the controls to be exactly like my Half-Life 2 controls, and, you know, I already know how to play. It's just like, they're not really messing with the formula. There's an invisible wall here, and I know I'm nitpicking right off the bat, but I can't stand that. Like, why can't I walk over here? This FOV looks zoomed in. I do have the FOV set low, like to 70. Again, copying my settings from Half-Life 2. I play Half-Life 2 at a low FOV usually. I could go up to 90 for this game, but I think I'm going to try it out at 70 for starters. I'll go right. Uh-oh, they're already shooting me. What if I get behind this bus? Oh, there's another one. Okay. I'm not doing very good. I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay. And this bus. Through that building. I almost wish there wasn't a quest marker here. I know which building he's talking about. I play at 100 FOV. I feel like a narrower FOV feels more like immersive, I guess. Like, okay, let's put this to the test. Let's go FOV. I have it at 70, right? What if I up it to 90? See, the whole room looks so much smaller because I have such a wider angle. This does look more like normal, I guess, but I'm gonna bring it back down to 70. Recommended. Yeah. I think that looks better. I know I'm crazy. I have some friends who are like, have to play every FPS game at 100 FOV or bust. Oh, I bound the melee button to V because my Entropy 02 always has kick bound to V. I like that there's a dedicated melee button. Trade resource. What is... Oh, okay. Picking up a trade resource.
You don't have time for this. They're coming.
You don't have time for this. Okay, okay. You don't have to tell me twice. Hi, Boom Donuts. Welcome. We're playing Terminator Resistance.
HK aerial flying by. Don't let it see you.
So, that thing looks vaguely familiar, but was it actually in the first two Terminator movies? I'm trying to remember. I know they had things like that in like Terminator Resistance and maybe Terminator 3, But I want to say there were aerial hunter killers in Terminator 1 in the future scene. I just don't remember. Come with me if you want to live. Oh, are they gonna say all the quotable lines from Terminator in this game? I mean, how could they not? Ultravision goggles. Press T.
Stop. There are T-800s patrolling in front of the building. Make sure they don't see you.
Grillmaster, the best prices in town. Fresh, big, tasty, good price. Please no rushing.
It's clear.
Wait, can I stop to play slots? The Return of the Bomber. Is that like Bomberman? Sorry, I'm goofing around too much. A gun? Oh, it's a 1911.
There's a fence hidden behind a picture. It will lead you out of there.
Does this game have ADS? It does. Okay. Escape Pasadena. What happens if I go that way? Which was the OG vent crawler game? Trying to think of an example that isn't Half-Life. Metroid was the OG vent crawling game. Or Metal Gear Solid.
Spider scouts ahead. Keep that
Spider Scouts.
or sneak past them if you don't want to engage.
Spider Scouts, that's... What are they doing? Are they fighting each other? No, they're both attacking that guy. Okay. So they don't see me yet. There was a game about fighting robots that was like an open world survival game. I think it was called like, was it Generation Zero or something like that? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this so far with like the stealth mechanics and such. Uh-oh, detected. No, 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 no. Pistol feels a little wimpy. Oh, there's XP in this game. Healing? Yeah, I intended to do stealth, but that's okay. Looks like there's some kind of trading or resource management system in this. Which Metroid? Oh, I was talking about the original. Metal Gear Solid was released at the same time as Half-Life. Oh yeah, you're right. What about the old Metal Gear games? Did those have vents in them?
Okay, now, near that garage. It's important.
What's there? Hello?
Something important.
Patrick, come over here.
Duty Metroid? Oh, yeah. Oh. Got a map, got quests. How do I... These two. If I want lockpicking. You have no free skill points. I see. Okay. Interesting. I didn't think this game was gonna have any like RPG elements to it. I'm very intrigued. I forget to check something. I wonder if the clock stopped at some significant time. So it's like almost 2. Do you get to go back in time in this game? That's something that I was wondering. I'm gonna guess not, but it's a good question, honestly.
We can't do this right now, kiddo. I don't want to go with you.
No, you don't, but we can't stay here.
Who's there?
Oh, thank God. You're from the Resistance. See, Patrick? He's going to help us.
No, they're going to get us.
Please, you need to help me. My little brother, he just won't listen.
I'm not going. Leave me alone. I said leave me alone.
Interesting. Your choices matter. I'm gonna be nice. I will protect you.
I know you're scared, but staying here is not...
Jennifer appreciated that.
I'll protect you and your sister, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. I'm Jennifer, by the way.
I've heard there's an evacuation point near here.
Yeah, I know. My people are organizing it. We're heading there right now. I'll take us there. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Is it a spoiler if I say if there's time travel? Yes, that is 100% a spoiler.
I'm here looking for them myself.
So it's just you then.
Now, is the lawnmower also Skynet? Guys, I don't trust this lawnmower. We have to be safe, just to be sure. I think we're safe from the lawnmower. Did I just hear the Halo sniper rifle sound?
This way.
I thought Pasadena was safe.
It was. Until all the soldiers were pulled out from the area. Through here.
Skynet microwave. Is that why they can't send like exposed metal through the time
What's going on?
machine? It's just like a microwave. Somehow I don't think my 1911 is going to do very much.
They're gone.
There's a movie where household appliances, etc., were coming alive and they were dangerous. That sounds funny.
It said these attacks happen more often as the line gets closer.
What's the line?
Has she seen the annihilation?
Annihilation line.
She's been on the other side of it. Tried to warn us. Yes. We're here.
How gracious of you to finally join us. Where's your father?
He's not coming.
God damn it. Tell Ryan that we need to leave, now!
I always forget that the future in Terminator is not that far into the future. You know?
Thank God you're...
Like, I think the future in Terminator is in the past, right? Like, the Judgment Day was 1997, and the actual future war is probably, what, like 10 years after that? 20 years after that? I don't know. What year is it? That's not a spoiler if you say what year it is in this game right now.
Oh,
You're from the Resistance. Thank you for making sure that Jennifer and Patrick got here safe.
Are you the guy I spoke to on the radio?
Nah, I don't think so.
If the Terminators were smart, they would have heat
For a while
sensors.
now, but listen, I know that Colin wants us to go, but I don't know how I feel about leaving anyone behind. Jennifer just got here, and you said yourself that you heard someone on the radio. There could be other people.
Future War is 2028. Okay, so we still got a couple of years.
Go and look for them. I mean, you're from the Resistance. It's your call.
Let's search for other survivors.
I'll search for other survivors.
Good, I'll get the bus ready. Before you go, talk to Erin. She might be able to get you a med kit. Oh, and take this.
Oh boy, a med kit.
Probably need it.
Oh, we got like an Uzi. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like I always expect the future war to have all plasma weapons, but it's 2028. Like, yeah, they're gonna still be using conventional, you know, firearms. And plasma weapons. I'm sure we get plasma weapons later on. Didn't Kyle Reese in T1 like never see the pre-1997 world? Yeah, I think that would make sense. If you wait, so what year was T1? Wasn't it in the 80s?
You might have a med kit for me?
Did he now? So I guess he's the one who rations out our supplies. If you really need it, you can have it. But our supplies are scarce, and I'd rather keep it for a real emergency. So you tell me.
I don't need it. Alrighty, I've got like 5 of them in my backpack. I don't care. I don't need it.
I'll manage without it.
I'm glad you're more brave than Ryan.
So I think this is where that map comes in handy. So I gotta find some survivors over here. Can I do like a map marker, or is there already... There's already map markers, okay. So far this game runs great and looks great. It's very cinematic, and I haven't seen any like performance...
That's what we do now? Fucking hero.
I mean, it makes sense that... I think it's a 2019 game, and this is a... You know, 3090, so I suppose it makes sense that it's not gonna... T1 is 1984. So I guess... How old would Kyle be when Judgment Day happened then? He'd be... Oh. They didn't see me. Must have been the wind. They didn't see me. Whatever that is, I don't want it to see me. Armored spider. Unreal Engine 4. Oh, it's not Unreal Engine 5. When did Unreal Engine 5 come out? Was that in the past couple of years? I have no sense of time. Yeah. Unreal Engine 4. This looks great. I like this. I like the style of it a lot. My bad. How come Skynet is so quick to forget where I am?
No one's here.
I keep hearing the exact sniper rifle sound that's from Halo. Oh, wait, okay, wait. I want to sneak past this guy. How am I gonna manage that? I could probably hit its weak spot. I'm gonna try stealth. How much ammo you got? I probably have tons. I have 156 small caliber rounds. I want to practice the stealth system though. I'm running out of patience for stealth, I think. Oh, it saw me. It saw me. This is getting a little bit silly. I just want a clear shot at its weak spot, that's all. Come on. Ow. I ran out of patience for that stealth. Spider can also be shot in the eye for weak spot damage. Yeah, I just realized that. Is there anything upstairs before I go? I like this kind of semi-open world section, you know? Even just making the objective optional makes it feel like I'm not being railroaded to go this way. Like, I could have skipped ahead if I wanted to. I don't think anyone would actually do that, but you can skip ahead.
Is anyone here?
It gives that illusion of choice that's so important in games like this. Any scrap? No. Oh. At least I got some loot out of this.
Nothing.
Pretty impressive for a small studio. Yeah. I mean, how big was the studio? I don't actually know anything about the developers of this game. A human reflection? Ooh, good question. I need to find like a polished surface. But here, yeah, the mirrors don't look very reflective. It's actually a really weird reflection effect there because I can see that wall reflected, but nothing directly. Is that because it's a screen space reflection? I don't know. How does that work? Rivers is a vampire. Yeah, it must be. Screen space reflection. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it can only reflect things that are actually in view, right? So, like, no reflection because that's not being rendered. Versus if I do like this, then that can reflect there. I see. I see how it is. I don't know very much about screen space reflections, actually. I spend so much time, like, looking at Half-Life 2 mods. There's a lot of modern technologies that I should be more familiar with that I just don't understand a lot about. I never had experience with them. Teon is pretty small. They did the RoboCop game. I just bought the RoboCop game. I thought that was by a different studio. I might have to stream that as well.
Anyone in here?
Who's there?
Oh, somebody's actually here.
I've come to get you. There's an evacuation point not far from here. You need to get there fast.
No, I'm not leaving. Have you seen what's out there? That giant spider is going to get us. You have to.
Giant spider? Is that the one I already
I already
destroyed?
took care of it. It's safe now.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
I don't see anyone else. I'm heading your way.
Okay, don't run on ahead. Let's just check for loot. Important. I have so much ammo, and the difficulty doesn't seem very hard, so I'm probably not gonna bother with stealth. It's me, John Resistance. How do I get back? I hear sounds of plasma fire, but I don't think there's any Terminators actually nearby. The giant enemy spider. So here's this giant enemy crab. Oh, there's an invisible wall here, isn't there? That's lame. Stealth will be important later. Okay, yeah, I mean, makes sense. How am I lost already? There's a big yellow quest marker. This way. Does the stream look okay to you guys? I keep seeing like these like slowdowns on the stream. Maybe that's just the OBS preview. Yeah, my OBS preview is stuttering a lot. Okay, that's just the preview. I just want to make sure that's just the preview and not... What? I hear scary... Uh-oh. is that guy still alive?
I'm out of ammo! Grab this! This one's for you, Pop!
Ow.
Jennifer, what's the holdup?
Tin cans coming!
You keep recognizing the same van model. And once you have one van model, you're gonna want to use it
Go!
a
Go!
bunch.
Go!
I love that bus as the resistance vehicle.
Hold on, we're getting out of here.
Bus covered in chains. The Annihilation Line is the line that separates the living from the dead. Composed of an army of Terminators, the ultimate killing machines that keeps advancing. Its purpose, the total extinction of mankind. Okay, so the Annihilation Line is like the main army of the Terminators that's, I guess, marching in a straight line. It's like the Attack on Titan rumbling. Was the Annihilation Line something that was mentioned in the movies? I don't remember that ever coming up.
Mark's about
I think that's new to the game.
We need to stop soon.
Okay, we'll do that. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Ryan. That over there is Erin. She's the doctor of the group. Jennifer's a scavenger, and Colin, well, you can ask him yourself what he thinks he does.
I'm Jacob. I'm a private from the Resistance. Pacific Division.
Pacific? You're a long way from home. What you doing down here?
My entire division was wiped out. I'm trying to get in touch with the South Division. I've got a message for Commander Barron.
So, it's true? The Annihilation Line's coming?
It wasn't the Annihilation Line. It was something else.
Then what was it?
To be honest, I'm not sure myself.
God damn it! That's as far as this piece of shit will go.
Let's get off the road. Pull up over there. We got some time on them, so let's not lose our heads.
I'll be on the fucking lookout for tin cans.
Aaron, you do what you think is best for Mark. I'll see what I can do about the bus. Jacob, it might take a while, so can you look inside and see if it's safe to stay?
Sure.
Jennifer, would you help me?
Sure.
It's good to know that the Annihilation Line isn't from the first two movies. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't forgetting some important context from the movies. Oh, did they take my guns? No, okay. Whoa. I don't really want to leave yet. I have a skill point. So, I think I'm immediately going to put my skill point into lockpicking. I think I want lockpicking to be able to get more. On the other hand, I'm pretty stocked up on items so far. Maybe crafting would be better. I'm going to go crafting first, then lockpicking. Now, how do I craft? How come they all get M4s and I just get the Uzi? Doesn't seem fair. This is so atmospheric. Crafting table.
For the sake of this group, but you had one job today and you dropped the fucking ball.
I don't have to listen to this shit.
Sure, walk away, asshole.
What did Colin do? can tell they don't like him very much. Lockpicks. Oh, lockpicks I can't use because I don't have lockpicking. Great. How do I tell what because that's what it needs. How do I tell how many I have of any given item? Lockpicking and hacking are must-takes. Yeah, I think hacking, especially later on, is going to be really fun. Oh, it's the Elder Scrolls and Fallout 3, New Vegas. That was easy. Oh. Never mind about not getting the M4.
All this for us? Oh, did I startle you?
Are you always such an asshole? What did he do? Like, I haven't seen him do anything bad yet. Did I miss something? Why?
What do you want?
I'm so glad you asked. Since we're stuck here, I figured I'll go see if anything's creeping around the corner. I hear that you're looking for the Resistance, and where I'm heading, they used to have an
See, he's being nice. What?
I wouldn't mind.
Why does everybody hate him?
Out there. So what do you say? Buddies? Talk to Ryan and see if he needs anything. I'm moving out now.
Okay, so we're supposed to meet at the bridge.
Don't make me wait, will you?
River's being a hater for no reason. Yeah, let me pick up the loot. Okay, so they do call it an M16.
This might come
As soon as I said M4, I was thinking to myself, wait, is that a M4? M16?
Pipe bomb. This will do some damage.
Is there motion blur in this game? I'm gonna go ahead and turn off motion blur. Motion blur on? Motion blur off. I don't really like the way it looks. Like, I know it's a little bit choppier without it, but to me it looks better. It's weird too because, like, on paper I love the idea of motion blur. Like, in a movie, like the motion always looks more realistic because there's natural motion blur captured in the camera, right? Because the camera is capturing the photos at the same rate as the frame rate that it's played back. So you'd think I would be like, oh yeah, motion blur, crank that up. I want to see all the motion blur so it feels more like a real video. But I don't know, in practice it just feels kind of disorienting. It never feels right.
For helping us in Pasadena.
I always take off motion blur. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone in that. And what I really take off, motion blur is like, sometimes it's okay, but what's never acceptable to me is the view roll. I hate view roll in first-person shooter games. I don't know why. I feel like I want the camera to just move laterally if I'm strafing. I know it's not realistic, but it's like, I don't like the head bob side to side.
Thanks for earlier. If it wasn't for you, I probably would have started completely freaking out. And that wouldn't have done anyone any good. Patrick's been through a lot, you know? I guess we all have. I just wish I could find something that would take his mind off all this. At least for a moment. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
I'm gonna ask about the Resistance
Is
first.
there any Resistance in Pasadena?
They were stationed just outside of town since I can remember. But they moved not that long ago. We tried to convince ourselves that maybe we were safe, so they didn't need to be there anymore. But apparently we were wrong.
What about your father? What happened to him?
He protected us from a tin can. We were able to sneak out, but he had no chance. When I looked back, he was lying there, dead on the floor. Look, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm ready for this.
Look at their computer setup. Nice keyboard. Where's the computer itself? Because it looks like this is a monitor. I'm sure that we'll find some intact workstations for me to scrutinize later. Yeah, the clocks... Okay. Obviously, that's just a texture. But it's funny to me to think that all the clocks are going to look the same because it's just a flat texture, right? But there's an in-universe reason for that. Like, all the clocks probably stopped around the same time. If there was... I was thinking because of, like, an EMP attack, but actually, I don't know. Like, would that affect a battery-operated clock? I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm sorry. Don't let me ramble like that. A bomb. JC, a bomb. I should stream Deus Ex. Okay, I'm not ready to stream Deus Ex. That would take us like 100 streams to get through. Such a long game. Weird looking reflection. Is this reflection screen space or is it a cube map? Because it looks so like flat. You see that? I think it's actually screen space, but it looks so strange. I think I should take an ad break before I continue. It's a cube map. Okay. How do you know? Out of curiosity. Needs RNG clock hands 0 out of 10. Might be layered SSR on top. That's interesting. I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. So I'll just bring us over to the BRB screen. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching so far, and I'll be back in just like 5 minutes. I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. Max Martian says, seeing RTX Remix having some more options with motion blur, Unreal Engine should be having that even more. And Nathan says, Epic is very set it and forget it with some of their stuff. Post-processing, they just bulk bundle and leave it up to developers to unentangle. That kind of makes sense. They provide the tools, but with documentation that's hard. Yeah, that sounds like modern engines. Like sometimes there's just so many tools and configurations. It just becomes kind of a difficult thing to sort through. All right, I think we're ready to get back to it. I can only stream for about an hour more, and then I got to wrap up early this time. But I'm really enjoying this game so far.
Sorry for panicking before. It's just that... Why do they always have to look like spiders?
Yeah. That's how I would react. Now, before I talk to that guy, am I supposed to... Okay.
Seems the repair might take a couple days. How's it looking inside?
There's a lot of supplies there. Looks like someone left them for us.
Nah, seems too much of a convenience. Better keep your eyes open. But speaking of supplies, we don't have much, but we keep everything useful inside this crate. You feel free to look through and pick up what you need. Listen, I know that finding the Resistance...
Wrap up? Map Labs reference?
Priority. But if you stumble upon a set of tools while you're out there...
Ryan reminds me of Eli. It's the jacket that he wears, right?
Mine during the escape.
And his voice, yeah, I like similar role. I can see that. This is like the older, like mentor character. Yeah, definitely. I wonder if that's like a direct inspiration, because now that you mention it, that is quite the resemblance. Supply locker. So I could ditch the Uzi if I didn't want the Uzi. The Uzi and the pistol both take the same ammo, so I don't know if they're really both necessary. But I think for now, probably I will just, Is this like currency? Should I just like sell my scrap? See, that's crafting, right? Crafting. Yeah, that makes sense. Everything else is just money. So I don't think there's anything for me to really buy right now. I don't really need it. This game is far from perfect, but I really enjoyed it. So far, I'm really impressed. I know we're only like an hour in, so it's a little too early to say, but very good first impression. I'm enjoying this a lot. I should play more games that aren't Half-Life mods on streams. I'm gonna leave the hideout. Do you want to leave the... Is that like... That's what I'm supposed to do, right? Like, I'm not crazy. I think that's just like, yeah, you gather up your like equipment, do your trading and stuff. A fair 7 out of 10. I'm thinking more than a 7 out of 10 from my impressions so far, but we'll see if that changes over time.
This is Rivers, over.
Yeah, I see ya. I found myself a lookout spot. No sign of any tin cans so far. Couple of crawlers, but nothing you can't handle.
Let me look at my map. Big Jeff's. So earlier I called this gun an M4, and it is labeled as an M16. I don't want to speak out of ignorance. If anyone knows guns in the chat, is the difference the length of the barrel? Because an M4 is a carbine and an M16 is a rifle, right? Like, I just saw the retractable stock and the rails, and I thought, oh, M4, but I think this is actually an M16 because it's a long barrel, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. But I want to look at my map to see where the side quests are versus the main quest. So the blue one is for Patrick. There's something that we have to find. The yellow is the main quest. Okay. No Terminators. Oh, that's how we save. So we can't just save anywhere. Oh, I can make shotgun shells. I don't have a shotgun yet. I think I'm gonna hold off on that. No backpack reloads in this game. That water looks a little weird. You know what this is reminding me of is Fallout 3. Everything, like the presentation, the music. We don't really see this Terminator world in the daytime like this. Yeah, I already did that.
Alright, I see 2 resistance outposts.
Do you want the answer to M4 versus M16 from the wiki? It's not like it's like a real world question, right? But like, I mean, you can answer from the wiki. I don't think that's gonna spoil the plot. what the gun is called. Oh shoot! Oh, they saw me. Oh man. Nice.
I know that.
When you're shooting, I thought you need all the advice you was dead.
Terminator Salvation. Oh, you're right. This is more like Terminator Salvation, and the blue night, like foggy area, is more like Terminator 1 and 2. I could have used this explosive barrel. I kind of feel like going in guns blazing, guys. I know there's a stealth system and I should be using it, but... Oh, come on. Giant enemy spider. The carbine is the shortened version. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I should try throwing a grenade. That's a cool trick. I think you guys were right. I could have definitely played this on hard mode. I don't think I needed to go with normal. I hate the stealth in this game. I kill all the clankers. Yeah, I feel like this wants me to play it like a stealth game, you know? It's like, in the storyline, I'm a squishy human with ballistic weapons up against Terminators. Like, what am I supposed to do, you know? Like, you'd think that they would have the numbers and better armor and better weapons, and I should, like, hide and run like a horror game.
But that's just not how the game is actually playing out. Like, I definitely have the equipment to just run and gun through everything. Save the game. The FOV is 75. Yeah, it's actually 70. Keep calm and reload. Your lockpicking level is too low. That's rude. Don't talk about my lockpicking level like that. M4 is better for... Oh, so there is an M4 later on in the game. I see. Maybe it's like a mod for this weapon. This is awkward. He's just standing there. Oh, you're just asking the difference. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
A dog?
Dog? Don't tell me the dog is actually a Terminator. That would be pretty scary. If they had, like, infiltrator Terminators that were dogs. Where's the dog? Big Jeffs. The home of the Big Bone Burger. Burly beef with fries, chili beef deluxe, iced tea, orange juice. Oh yeah, by the way, what state is this in? It probably was on the screen earlier, but I don't remember. Where is Pasadena again? Like, the name is familiar, but I don't know. Maybe it's a recording of a dog? It sounds like it's a recording of a dog, so I'm kind of thinking this is going to be a trap. Where? The sound is coming from over here, right? Am I crazy? Is the sound not coming from right here? It's in California. Maybe it's upstairs. I see. I think that might be a directional sound problem. I can't tell if it's upstairs or downstairs. I want to find the dog, but... Yeah, the barking noise is way too regular. I don't trust this.
What are you doing here, boy? I know a kid that'd take care of you. Come on.
Oh, that is a real dog.
Hey,
I thought for sure that was going to be a Terminator dog.
not supposed to hear that. Fucking creep.
I want that dog to be a companion character now. Low budget development soundbite. Yeah, that was a little lame. Like, I have to be honest, that, like, I thought for sure that was gonna be like a bait and switch, trap kind of situation. I don't know, maybe that will be the twist at the end of the game, that the dog is actually a Terminator. What's this quest marker? I guess I should go to that one first. The dog was the true star, yeah. I want the dog to be the main character now. Looters will be shot. That doesn't give a good impression.
I can see a crack in that warehouse wall from here. Use explosives to get yourself inside. Or find some other way, I don't care.
Okay, so are these both ways into the warehouse? I guess we'll do this quest first. I don't want to get locked out of side quests, but I think it should be okay. This is the exact puzzle from Bethesda RPGs, and I love it. Any Terminators in here? Don't see any. Weak spot. Energy cells.
South Division has definitely been here.
That was easy. Locked from the other side. How am I supposed to get in there? Yeah.
What do we have here?
I already have an M16. Guess I can sell that one.
An attack order signed by Commander Barron. And it's only from a couple of days ago.
Save
You
the
there?
game.
Yeah? Did you find anyone?
Not yet. I'm going to the second spot. Maybe they're there.
Whatever.
Now Colin is being rude. Like, Colin was being nice, and everyone was like, "Wow, Colin, you're such a jerk. We hate you." And then I was confused, and then now suddenly he's being rude to me. He's being polite before. I just don't get this. I feel like maybe the dialogue got swapped around or something. There's a crate on the floor near the table. Phased plasma rifles. I should make some more lockpicks. Keep calm. No, what's that, Ade? Uh-oh. Oh, I thought you were saying that was the title of a movie. Medkit model is like the Left 4 Dead medkits. It definitely is. I feel like this game like borrows a lot of elements from other games I'm very familiar with, but not in a bad way, rather in a way where it's kind of like a common design language among these narrative first-person shooters where it makes me feel like I'm right at home, you know? This is the kind of game that I really like. Vent in save core. Oh, yeah, you're right. I think I saw that vent earlier and I didn't go in it. Don't think I don't see you. Hey. You didn't check near the table? Check for what? Oh, this is... okay. Past what? There's nothing over here. Lots of loot. Yeah, I got the crate. My lockpicking skill is too low. Do I have any skill points? I think I have 1 skill point. I'm gonna go straight to lockpicking. So I think that's gonna be the most important skill. So much ammo.
Shame you're not staying with us much longer. We'd be great friends. You bring out the best insults in me.
Yeah. I love the post-apocalyptic vibes. I mentioned earlier a game called, was it Generation Zero, or did I get the name wrong? It's like an open world robot survival game, and this is feeling very similar. It's interesting to see that become its own sort of genre. Open world survival robot fighting games. I know there's another drone off to the left. And one of those crabs over there. Is there a spider over there? Kind of like Rage 2. Yeah, it looks like Rage 2.
A little bit desaturated. Gotta get the screenshot for the atmosphere. Oop, that was bad. Did you guys see the Metroid Prime 4 gameplay footage? Because when I watched the gameplay preview of Metroid Prime 4, I couldn't stop grinning ear to ear. Thanks for following, Chaotic Rhino. Is that you, Rhino? Is that the Rhino I know, or are you just a person who happens to be called the Chaotic Rhino? Yes. Oh, yeah, it's definitely you. Thanks for following. I'm playing a game called Terminator Resistance. It's me. Thanks for following. It's me, the Rhino. Hi, Coded. Welcome. Hey Rhino, what do you think of my vest? The outfit. You like my costume? It works, yeah. I don't even remember any lines from Walter. Other than, am I the only one who cares about the rules? You know, that classic. But yeah, it's been like forever since I watched that movie. Oops, sorry. Better than what I have. What do you have? Never seen it. I think it's gonna be fun. Classic. This is the first time we've seen any, like, Skynet infrastructure like this in the game. Just a bathrobe. Yeah, that works. You need a hacking device. Oh, man. I need a Flipper Zero. Where am I in the map? Let's see. I need to get over here to do a side quest. Okay.
You alive or dead in there?
You need an Alex tool, exactly. Hmm. What was that about Tumblr? I might be out of the loop. So with this kind of computer, where's the computer? Like, is it actually integrated with the monitor? Because this doesn't look like one of those kinds of computers, you know? Maybe it's under the desk? I don't know. What's Tumblr? Yeah. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
a lot of games were announced during the Nintendo Live. Oh yeah, that's right. That makes sense. I know a lot of people are really excited about Silk Song, but I gotta be honest, I never finished Hollow Knight. Which is pretty sad. Detected by what? That thing? It's like a turret. Big explosion. How did I run out of ammo so quickly? I thought I had tons of ammo. Ow. Ouch. It seems like a much stronger enemy than the spider robots. There we go. Probably should have just thrown a grenade at it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that won't draw any attention.
None at all. Why the long face? Ow. Okay, I have tons of lockpicks, so I shouldn't worry about it. There we go.
Hey, fuckhead. I saw some movement in the factory.
I don't like your tone.
It looked like a scavenger. We aren't too far from our new hideout. Maybe it's the guy who lives there. You know what? I think I'll introduce myself. The least I can do for leaving us all those resources? Shit. I might even give him a thank you card. You keep looking.
I think I just injured myself with that grenade. There we go. Colin's really giving a reason for everyone to hate him earlier. Yeah, I was on his side and disappointing. You see a police car, consider checking the trunk. Oh, is there going to be a shotgun? I'm not sure if I want a lot of back seating, but in this case, I think that is good. I really want a shotgun, so I'm going to go look for a police car right now. I know I saw one earlier, but it was, yeah, it's over here. No, that's all good. We got a shotgun. Oh, that's fun. There's not even any rear sights, it's just... Yeah, I'm looking forward to using this. Oh, okay, so there's actually even a note about it.
A shotgun won't kill Terminators, but you'll at least be able to knock them down. That kind of makes sense. Was that something from the first movie? I don't remember. Oop. Misclick. It was a misinput! Misinput! Cal did that a lot in Terminator 1. Oh, that makes sense. Oops. Looking for some spider Terminators so I can shoot them with a shotgun. I'm looking forward to streaming more of this game. I wasn't sure how I would like this format. I was worried that I wouldn't have much to add in terms of commentary to games that aren't Half-Life 2 mods. And maybe that's true, but I'm just having fun playing it, to be honest. I hope you guys are enjoying watching as well. My next stream, like I mentioned, is going to be changing a door handle with a shotgun. What does this swap for? That's a good point, actually. It would be cool to see that show up as a mechanic. Door breaching. But my next stream is not going to be Terminator. It's going to be another Map Labs review for the wrap-up. Uh-oh. Look this way. Look this way. Look this way. There we go. Okay. There's some other games you could tackle? What games would you like to see me play? Max mentioned the RoboCop game earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing how they depict Terminators rebuilding themselves from pieces when wounded. Oh, that sounds cool. You like watching these streams? I'm glad. I'm glad that this worked out. I wasn't sure if I should stream this game, so I'm really glad that I tried it. Industria could be in your lane for this channel being Half-Life focused. Yeah, there's a lot of like Half-like games or like Half-Life adjacent games that would be fun to play. Hi Pew, welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm playing Terminator Resistance. The environment reminds me of Fallout 3 Washington, D.C. I was just thinking the same thing earlier. How are you doing today, Pew? It's a weird looking vehicle. Is that from Terminator? I don't remember seeing anything like that. Same with this thing. I like the RoboCop series in Dread. Oh yeah. Oh, you mean the movie series? Yeah, I just watched all the RoboCop movies. It's kind of good timing. Dying slightly less today. Oh no. I hope you feel better. I might not be in VR later today, but we'll see. If I am, I'm sure I'll see you then.
No guards. Not a good
Checking for Terminators. The frames of the destroyed buildings really do it. Yeah. The level of destruction. Because I guess this is supposed to be in the wake of a nuclear attack, right? Like Skynet nuked the major population centers first and then set the Terminators in, if I'm remembering correctly. I hope to meet you in the metaverse, and if not, it'll be fine too. Oh no, don't say that, Pew. Timeout. Banned. Mods, spin him around and make him dizzy. I don't have any mods.
Let's see. Looks like they were keeping an eye on an old university hospital not far from here.
How did you get that from this? Oh, okay, I guess it does say University Hospital.
All right, I've got everything. What's the status on that factory? Colin? Can you hear me? Colin?
Oh, Colin got captured by that guy, didn't he? I'm gonna craft some pistol ammo, I think. See. So we're here. We need to check here and also here. Wonder how long a Skynet controlled Earth would last in a 7-hour war scenario. That's actually kind of an interesting question. I got 2 skill points, so I gotta use those. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm not able to do hacking yet, so I'm gonna get... I can't get lockpicking 2. Maybe I should hold these in reserve, actually, because I really want lockpicking 2 and hacking 1. So instead, I'm gonna do fast learner, so I can get the other skills quicker. I don't really need any of this, because the combat has been really easy so far. Yeah, Terminator versus Combine synths. I think the Terminators, at least like on an individual unit by unit basis, the Terminators seem a lot stronger than the synths. But there's more synths in a 7-hour war scenario because they can drain like entire universes, so... Probably the Combine would still win, but then what would they do? They'd just have a planet with Terminators on it. I think that would be... Well, that they'd really want... Actually, okay, now this is becoming a whole fanfic for me, Pew. This is what you're trying to do. Okay, what the Combine would do on a Skynet-controlled Earth is that they'd be interested in the time machine. They would try to get the Terminators to build the time machine for them. And then they would drain Earth of its resources. Oops. I really need to fix my trigger discipline in first-person shooter games. How do Terminators fare against energy balls? I don't think they would get vaporized, but that calls into question for me, why do I think they wouldn't get vaporized? Like, how does the energy ball even work? Do we know anything about that? And then the Boyton mod would come in. Oh, you're so right. That's actually the origin story for the Burton equation. The Combine got the time machine from the Terminators. Boyton. That was very satisfying. The random spider event. Ow. That actually took out a lot of my health. Dark energy plasma beats normal plasma? Are they both plasma? Like, I don't even know what dark energy plasma is. Whoa, pipe bomb be upon ye. Yeah, I know what you mean. But dark energy is just kind of a made-up word in that context, you know what I mean? It doesn't really, because actual dark energy is like energy that's missing from an equation. That's not really what it means in Half-Life. Yeah, it's nobody knows what it is. It's a mystery. Ooh, is this event? Event crawling section? I wasn't expecting this game to be so open world. It's kind of throwing me for a loop because I was anticipating playing more of like a linear action game. And now I'm just crawling through vents and being a loot goblin and picking up items. But I can't really complain. Like, this is a lot of fun. 2 skill points available. But I can't even learn hacking yet. Hugh says, I guess it depends on how long Skynet has controlled the Earth. At some point, the average foot soldier could be a T-1000. Oh, yeah. No, actually, that's a really good point. Because I think the T-1000s would win up against a lot of synths. The combined synths aren't really that powerful. I mean, like, you can take out a hunter pretty easily with conventional weapons in Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Or Striders, you know, is just explosives. I always kind of disliked the typical, like, nerd, like, you know, who would win Star Wars or Star Trek, you know, oh, the Enterprise versus an Imperial Star Destroyer, that sort of thing. Because every story has its own, every sci-fi story has its own rules and its own, like, sort of math of how different things stack up against each other. They're using different operating principles. So, like, it never really makes sense to ask, like, who would win in a fight, because it doesn't matter, right? Like, they don't coexist in the same story. It doesn't mean anything. Unless it actually can mean something, like the Alien vs. Predator games. Or I should say Aliens vs. Predator. Those are really good because it actually does something interesting with the story. At least the comic books do. I would say that the third game does. Or does it? I mean, the Predator kind of could have been absent from Alien vs. Predator 3, and it would have played out the same way. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You get my point. I think legitimate crossovers are more interesting than just who would win kind of discussions. Aliens vs. Predator 3, or Aliens vs. Predator 2010, they stopped using numbers. Was a really good game, actually. I think that game is very underrated. Xeno's, what do you mean exactly, Max? I'm not sure if I understood the last comment. AVP 2 game had a good story. 3 was not as bad as the movies. Yeah, AVP 2010 was awesome. OG comic probably still best. Yeah, I was really impressed by the comic because the impression I had of Alien vs. Predator was the films. I watched the first Alien vs. Predator movie before I read the comics, and I didn't really expect the story to be like sort of well thought out and enjoyable in the comics. Like it was so much better than the movie. I don't know. I also feel like the movie is a little bit underrated because I rewatched it recently, and I feel like when I went into Alien vs. Predator as like, this is a fun crossover kind of fan-fiction-y kind of romp, I enjoyed it a lot more. I think when I was younger, I didn't like that movie because I took it too seriously. Now I've kind of learned to just embrace the silliness. Side objectives will be failed. No, don't fail my side objectives. Why would you fail my side objectives? I think at the next save point that I have, I'm going to probably raid another stream and then end stream so I can get ready to head out. This is a shorter stream today, but I'm glad that I streamed. I've been really enjoying this. It's good, not only playing the game, but chatting with you guys. Oh. There's those mannequins they were talking about. Let's see what the spread is like on this one. Hello, welcome. I was just thinking about that Half-Life 2 RTX fire effect. It was awful. Yeah, I think it stands out compared with how good the rest of RTX looks. Looking for more videos right now? Like of RTX? A lot of battles kind of miss the point of some characters intentionally hold back their powers and their nature not to try to hurt others, but for self-defense. Yeah. I agree. The mannequins better not do an I Am Legend and start moving. Yeah. It is like I Am Legend. I mean, hardly the first story to use mannequins, but with this post-apocalyptic context, it kind of calls that to mind. If he's on fire, is he gonna explode? No. Okay. RoboCop Rogue City is from the same studio who make this game. Did you play it? No, but I did just buy it. So if I stream all of Terminator Resistance, I could also stream RoboCop. A lot of Batman fans come at Superman the wrong way. Yeah. With superheroes, I think it's especially silly because a lot of times the characters are about more than just fighting each other. You like RoboCop? Ever since I watched RoboCop recently, I can't stop saying, I'd buy that for $1. And it never really makes sense. It's not a good reference. I want to be barely human just like him. Okay, Pew. That's a Terminator, right? I'm not crazy. Is that not a Terminator? No, it's just a piece of random debris. Okay, guys, I'm losing it. I want to head... I'll go to the nearest save point and wrap up. There's like 5 mentions of I'd buy that for $1 in the game. It's cooked. It's the same thing with Steven Universe. Oh, absolutely. I like Steven Universe a lot. RoboCop and Predator is a crossover that feels doable. I agree, although that has ramifications because RoboCop is in sort of like an alternate universe type of near future setting. I guess maybe it was intended to be near future and then enough time has passed that it has become an alternate past. So I don't know what that would mean for Predator with it being set in that world. Is Predator 2 Detroit? I don't remember what city it's set in. I thought it was like Chicago. Could be Detroit. Cryoco. I wonder what Cryoco is for. RoboCop, the first AI police. Game saved. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Let me quick check if I can find a channel to raid. I believe they're still streaming. Yes, they're still streaming. So we're gonna raid Kayaks. He's playing Repo with some friends. Actually, let me make sure that they're still live. Yeah, we're gonna raid a few of my friends that are playing Repo. It's a fun multiplayer Lethal Company inspired game where you salvage and hide from monsters. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I've been really liking this game, Terminator Salvation. I keep repeating myself, I feel like. But I definitely want to stream more. I'm going to stream Map Labs first, but then after Map Labs, I'll probably return to Terminator Resistance. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time. Oh yeah, remember, one last thing. If you want to see announcements, check my Blue Sky or my Discord server, and I'll announce when the next stream is going to be. The next one is planned to be on Thursday, and it'll be a Map Labs review. Bye everyone. Bye Rhino. I'll see you later. And bye Max. Thanks for watching. I'm glad that you got to watch me play this because I know that you liked this game. And see you later, Pew. Bye everyone. Bye bye.